in heaven. Apparently, a lot of the Jews, I think during the Second Temple period, but maybe in the First Temple period, it was, I've heard at least one scholar talking about this, the idea of the two powers in heaven. I think there are a lot of verses in the Tanakh that point to this. There might even be traditions associated with this concept as well. We could speculate, but for me, one of the interesting things is someone was talking to me about how, I think she was basically suggesting that the word echad is used where it says that the man and woman would come together and be one flesh. And of course, echad is used in the Shema. And if that all checks out, it would seem to indicate to me this idea of duality in one. Now, a lot of people ask, what about the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit? To that, I don't know. I don't want to blaspheme against the Ruach HaKodesh, period. I don't want to blaspheme against the Ruach HaKodesh. Even still, there does seem to be a lot of talk about the Father and the Son, the Av and the Son, right? And I think the idea of like the duality in heaven, if that does check out, to be part of a concept in the ancient Jewish world, it would seem to indicate a kind of multiplicity within unity. And as far as spirits, I don't know. I don't know how it all ties together. Interesting too. I think a lot of Christians, such as myself, I'm a Messianic Jew, which is the same as a Christian, but I am from a Jewish background and lineage. And a lot of people, in the Jewish tradition, we don't even use the sacred name of Adonai. Or if we do, very sparingly, because it's so holy and we don't want to sin against our God. The mitzvah, do not misuse my name, right? And then with the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, we're told that if we blaspheme against the Ruach HaKodesh, we won't be forgiven. Never able to sin. So I think a lot of us refrain from, the talking about the Ruach HaKodesh out of the possibility of blasphemy. So, there's a very sparing, almost non-existent use of the tetragrammaton in the holy name of Adonai. And then there's also I think among Christians and Messianic Jews, there is this idea of being very careful what we say about the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, in a way to ensure that we're not blaspheming. When it comes to holy things, we often withhold, especially if we're commanded or recommended not to tread carefully. Because, if you love someone, you hopefully try to respect their wishes and their warnings and their guidance. You typically follow someone you love who loves you back. And when someone loves you more than you're ever able to love them back, say a father, a mother, somebody in your life who loves you more, and Adonai loves me more than I can ever comprehend. And when you have someone who loves you that much, you tend to, eventually at least, when you mature, try to listen to what they have to say. Well, the windshield wiper's off, but I'm about to leave. You guys have a good one. Please subscribe if you didn't. It's snowing right now. You guys take care.